At last, the moment fans had been counting down to with restless anticipation finally arrived. The Spanish Super Cup final between Barcelona and Real Madrid officially opened the chapter of El Clásicos in 2026. And as always, this clash represented far more than a trophy on the line. Beyond silverware, this match carried symbolic weight, setting the tone for the year, validating a project, and providing a crucial psychological boost for the months ahead. From the instant the final was confirmed, expectations skyrocketed. Whenever Barcelona and Real Madrid meet in a decisive match, football itself seems to pause. This time was no exception. Supporters, journalists, and analysts across the globe dissected every detail, debating form, squad depth, recent history, and the emotional factors that inevitably shape encounters of this magnitude. The pre-match narrative, however, was far from unanimous. On one hand, Barcelona arrived backed by an impressive streak of victories in recent Clásicos from the previous season. On the other, memories of their most recent meeting earlier in the current campaign won by Real Madrid introduced doubt and reinforced the unpredictability of a one-off final. Still, context mattered. That previous defeat came under extraordinary circumstances. Barcelona were heavily depleted, missing key figures such as Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, and Joao Garcia, players now considered indispensable for balance, intensity, tactical cohesion, and personality in high-pressure games. Their absence distorted the competitive picture, leading many fans to view that result with caution. This time, the scenario had shifted. With an almost fully fit squad available for the Super Cup final, belief returned. A growing sense emerged among supporters that Barcelona had the tools to impose themselves, control the tempo, and reveal their true level against their fiercest rivals, especially on a stage defined by pressure and consequence. Once the match kicked off, that belief was quickly validated. From the opening minutes, it became clear this final would deliver everything expected of a decisive El Clásico. Relentless intensity, an electric atmosphere, fierce duels, inevitable provocations, and a tempo that matched the enormity of the occasion. The first half unfolded as a spectacle in its purest form. 4 goals, constant momentum shifts, and zero hesitation from either side turned the opening 45 minutes into a footballing whirlwind. Transitions were lightning fast, defensive errors were punished instantly, and every forward movement carried genuine danger. The tension was suffocating inside the stadium and far beyond it. After the break, balance remained, but Barcelona began to display something crucial: emotional control. Their ability to read the game stood out. They knew when to accelerate, when to slow things down, and when to absorb pressure. The midfield stabilized, the defensive line grew more secure, and the team demonstrated resilience, an essential trait in finals of this scale. Then came the defining figure of the night. Rafinha rose to the occasion with ruthless efficiency, scoring twice at the most decisive moments and sealing the title. When composure and precision were required, he delivered. His performance not only decided the final but also earned him man of the match honors and top scorer of the tournament, an embodiment of Barcelona's potential when complete, confident, and faithful to their footballing identity. The victory carried historic significance. Under Hansi Flick, Barcelona lifted the Spanish Super Cup for the second consecutive year, an achievement unseen since 2012. It reinforced the impact of the manager's work, the squad's collective evolution, and the renewed sense that Barcelona are once again built to compete when trophies are on the line. Defeating Real Madrid in a final, opening the season with silverware, and adding another memorable chapter to football's greatest rivalry was precisely the statement the fanbase had been waiting for. This Super Cup final will be remembered as a symbolic and unforgettable night, one that left supporters stronger, more confident, and optimistic about what lies ahead. Yet one of the most talked about moments came after the final whistle. During the medal and trophy ceremony, football revealed once again how gestures, or the lack of them, can resonate worldwide. Barcelona's players formed a respectful guard of honor for their opponents, a traditional act symbolizing sportsmanship beyond rivalry. The gesture was widely praised by fans, former players, and international media alike. What followed, however, took an unexpected turn. When it was Real Madrid's turn to reciprocate, the scene unraveled. Although some players began forming the corridor, the moment was abruptly halted after a visibly frustrated Kylian Mbappé intervened. Clearly affected by the result, he protested intensely, gesturing angrily and urging teammates not to proceed, creating an unmistakable atmosphere of discomfort on the pitch. The reaction sparked immediate surprise, spread rapidly across social media, and quickly became one of the most discussed topics after the final, often overshadowing technical analysis of the match itself. Criticism soon followed. Many argued that regardless of fatigue, frustration, pressure, or last-minute travel, accepting defeat is an integral part of elite competition, especially for a player of Mbappé's stature and global influence. Others noted that such behavior reflects not only on the individual, but also on the institution he represents, particularly when contrasted with the opponent's display of humility. The debate intensified further when comparisons arose. Some questioned whether the reaction would have been far harsher had a Barcelona player, especially a young one like Lamine Yamal, acted similarly. Labels like arrogance or immaturity many argued, would likely have surfaced instantly, highlighting perceived inconsistencies in media treatment of global superstar. Amid the controversy, Lamine Yamal himself offered a response that resonated deeply. Asked about the incident, the young forward answered with remarkable composure. He emphasized that humility must exist even in defeat, acknowledging that no club wins every time. He described the match as exceptional, recognized the effort of both teams, and stated plainly that Barcelona earned the title by playing better. He added that the reaction was unnecessary, noting that if he or any of his teammates behaved in that way, the message from within the squad would be clear. His words were widely praised as a powerful display of maturity, character, and understanding of what it truly means to wear the Barcelona shirt. In the end, beyond the goals, the trophy, and the historic achievement, a broader message remained. Barcelona triumphed not only on the scoreboard, but also in conduct, offering a lesson in respect, composure, and institutional greatness. Meanwhile, the episode involving Mbappé continues to fuel discussions about leadership, example, and responsibility at the highest level of football. But now, I want to hear from you. What's your take on Kylian Mbappé's reaction? Was it understandable in the heat of the moment, or completely unnecessary? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be reading them. See you in the next video.